What's up, sports bettors? I'm gonna turn 450 bucks into 2.7k, so I hope you're able to get these bets down. I really like them. So we're gonna go ahead and go through it, and my plays are gonna be on Underdog Fantasy. So this is a pretty interesting platform, and the reason it's interesting is two of the picks we're actually going with. So I'll give you two of the three picks right now. Is Mookie Betts under 1.5 total bases, and Trey Turner under 1.5 total bases. So why is this so interesting? You'll notice here you're getting 100 to win 300, right? Plus 200 odds. 100 to win 200 in profit plus 200 odds plus your $100 stake back is 300 bucks. 100 to win 300. If we switch these to overs, same thing. 100 to win 300. Now if you go over to a sports book, what you'll notice is if I pick both unders for Trey Turner and Mookie Betts, it's plus 171, 100 to win 271, whereas here it was 100 to win 300. So I'd obviously much rather place my bet on Underdog Fantasy as opposed to Caesars. What if I take both overs? Well, that's not right. If you take both overs, you're getting plus 360 on Caesars. So 100 to win 460, whereas on Underdog, you're only getting 100 to win 300. That's what's so fascinating about this platform is they don't vary payouts depending on if you select the over or the under, right? So this is super fascinating if you think about it, because essentially any player prop you select on Underdog Fantasy in a 3-pick or 5-pick entry, over, under, doesn't matter. You're always getting the same price, minus 122. So as a sharp bettor, what we can do is go to Underdog, right? Look at the lines on Underdog, which is completely free on OddsJam, MLB, NFL, whatever player prop odds you want to browse, completely free on OddsJam. So essentially, like, if we go down to Trey Turner, what you'll see is like, hey, every sports book has this under heavily juiced. We just saw it was minus 164 on the under on Caesars. So every sports book has the under as a heavy favorite. The sportsbooks think the under is a lot more likely to hit, right? It's really that simple. When the under is juiced, when lines are juiced towards the under is a lot more likely to hit. And you can see it's the same thing for Mookie Betts. So I ended up taking, as you can see, what this positive EV tool does is it just essentially takes all the player prop odds, from OddsJam, all the odds in general. There's millions of odds updating in real time on OddsJam. So all this positive EV tool does is it takes all of the odds that are updating in real time and scans the lines for line discrepancies, right? Where is there actually value that you can quantify mathematically, right? There's no BS about Mookie Betts and his girlfriend got in an argument, so he's going under 1.5 player bases. That's not, the point of OddsJam. OddsJam just shows you data-driven picks, right? Data-driven bets, but not data-driven, like yesterday, Mookie Betts went over. It's very different. It's real-time market data. When I was a quant on Wall Street, that's all you cared about. Data, real-time market data. And it's the same thing in sports betting. Every bookmaker, they price bets independently. They set lines independently. So what you can do, which is crazy because there's nothing else like it, it's only sports betting, is you can ruthlessly compare lines between sports books and find value, right? So Trey Turner under 1.5 bases is incredible value. Every sportsbook is pricing this minus 155 to minus 160. Same thing with Mookie Betts under, right? So what you can do is you can kind of like quantify the win probabilities of the under. So when DraftKings prices the under at minus 160 and the over at plus 120, essentially the under is 57.5% to occur. The over is 42.5%. Right? They're juicing their market towards the under. So you can use this no vig odds calculator, which is really cool. Definitely recommend, checking it out and also just internalizing how it works, stuff like that. So read through this. You can comment any questions below. But just ridiculous value on these two plays. I mean, I don't have to dwell on it. And they're also correlated, right? If Mookie Betts isn't getting on base, then Trey Turner has less opportunities to get on base. If Mookie Betts gets 5 bases, as an example, then most likely, he got some hits, which means Trey Turner's more likely to have more at-bats. So if anything, these bets are positively correlated. Mookie Betts going under 1.5 bases and Trey Turner. which we're not even factoring in, right? So minus 122 is fantastic value on Trey Turner. Mookie Betts under. I also hit, I already bet it before, I rebet it. Joe Mixon under 3.5 receptions. Data-driven sports betting, finding an edge, value in the odds. Absolutely ridiculous value on these 3 plays. So Trey Turner under, Mookie Betts under, Joe Mixon under. Accidentally hit it twice, so I guess this is technically $500 to win 3,000. And let's make some money, guys.